Here we go. Boop. Creepy, huh?
And welcome to my higher dimension.
Yeah, buddy.
We're on the brink of something huge.
Yep.
Right?
The brink of stardom.
Suffering snagglepuss. Oh.
This is my stack of books that I haven't read. This is stacked from the floor, and it's almost as tall as I am. I'm not that tall, I'm 5'7", but that's 5'7" of comic books that are stacked up that I haven't read.
I want to talk about not just Thanos, the man, the mad titan, what he's done, but who is Thanos? Not just Thanos on the outside, but Thanos on the inside. I think that after you're done watching this, you'll feel a connection. I think that right now we're all going to get in touch with our inner Thanos.
Just with no emotional gripping gravity whatsoever. It's the B-budget 80s cartoon version of this, which is to say bullshit made for children.
No, I didn't get a real good sense of Barbara. I didn't feel like her character was very well developed. I feel like a lot of the use of social media was detracting from that the book was trying so hard on that front that it was neglecting to really just give her some characterization.
Look at that. Shirtless beauty. Magnificent. You can almost not tell the difference.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, it's like a photocopy.
Yeah.
When he saw my Superman books, he had this face. I couldn't really figure out what he thought about it. Then he asked me, "What do you think about Superman?" As a 10-year-old boy. I thought you immediately go for the powers, flying. He's fast, strong. He can shoot laser beams from his eyes, and I thought he was an exciting character. And he helped people, and instantly my uncle stopped me and intervened with another question. Okay, so you like that he helps people. Don't we have heroes in a society that helps people? I'm 10 years old now. Guess so. I'm like, yes, Mattias, we have that. We have policemen, we have firemen, doctors, teachers, and such.
Most of the time, I spend my money on books. I will sell things so I can buy more books. I like books, I spend money on books. The Renchies. Amazing. Farrell Dalrymple. I love this book.
And I remember him from being a kid, and it was literally you're sitting on the floor digging through all these books, you find what you got, you go up to the counter, and it's literally like this. It's like it was a big counter, so they were a little higher than you. It was like approaching the bench when if you're a lawyer going to talk to the judge during a trial, so you're looking kind of up, and you hand up your books, and you give them your money, and
if you like Grant Morrison, like I like Grant Morrison, you will enjoy the shit out of this book. This book it's like LSD. It's like they put LSD on one of the pages, and when your thumb touched that page, you were like in a yellow submarine, and you were like all in. This could be sued. DC could be sued by the Beatles if Warner Brothers doesn't own the Beatles. I don't know. But anyway, Multiversity is the comic event of the millennium for anyone that does drugs like me and a lot of my viewers. If you do drugs, you should seriously read this book and all the tie-ins.
comics should smell good. Like bacon, comics should smell good. Like popcorn, comics should not be wrapped in plastic. Comics should be read and held and sniffed and fondled and rubbed all over your body, if you're into that kind of thing. Which I'm not. Totally. I am Groot.
Another thing I have to say is this. I've heard a few people out there say, well, some comics are made for a younger audience. Don't give me that crap with Batwoman. Greg Rucka established her as somebody that was released from the army in Don't Ask, Don't Tell for admitting to being a lesbian, which is an incredibly mature theme, and her relationship with her father and her cousin and her wanting to be accepted by her hero peers. There is a lot of maturity that goes into this book. Even the occult elements, the occult criminal elements, are something that maybe not all parents would want their children to see. Hell, in J.H. Williams' run, he had Maggie Sawyer and Cave Cain having black and white image sex right in the book. So, no. The precedent for this title was not a book for 7 or 8-year-olds. That's what the audience was that was reading this book, and that should be the audience that the creators keep in mind as they're doing the book now, but they don't because they're not capable. So, back into the story.
Let's see if we can capture a sound of fresh comic books.
I do have this obsessive compulsive thing that I think most probably comic collectors have. I've got that, and I try my best to keep that under wraps, but you know, it always gets the better of me.
This is amazing from Daryl Banks, co-creator of Kyle Rayner and Parallax and the Green Lantern books. Dolomite, a Dolomite sketch with me as Dolomite on the side, son of Dolomite. How about that? Nobody's got that, only me.
Climb a tree and say a prayer to Hera. Peanut butter. Hand lettering is better. I would hire all of you. Booster Gold, Aquaman, Mr. Terrific, and Guy Gardner. Dial H. Madam Mask, Mr. Freeze, the Destroyer, and your Proline buddy.
Which would really intrigue me if anybody else were writing the book, if anybody else were drawing the book. And that's the killer. That's the killer. There are so many cool elements, so many key things you could do with the Batwoman character. It's not like Batman or Superman, where to come up with something completely creative and original, you gotta really reach because everything's been so exhaustively covered over 75 and 76 years. Here, you have a goldmine, a wealth of potential plot elements to work through, but no! You give... The whole vampire thing could really be a great idea, just not in the hands of these dodo heads. I don't know.
Get a little intimate. Really think about who you are and why these characters do what they do. And most importantly, remember that sometimes it's not about outer space. Sometimes it's not about invulnerability. Sometimes it's not about just other universes. Sometimes it's about how we feel. Sometimes it's about how we feel things together.
I'm going to give myself tag powers, and I'm going to tag every single one of you in the universe, in the galaxy. So if you're watching this video, if you stumbled upon this video, you're like, oh crap, I clicked on this video, you're tagged. And you might have not made it to this part of the video, but you're tagged. You'll know it. You'll just want to make a video.